everybody, I hope everyone's doing great. Today's video is going to be about kind of what I've been going through right now, I guess. Basically the video kind of correlates with where I stand now in nursing school, which is my third semester. So I have this semester, next semester I graduate, I become an RN hopefully, and we're at the stage now where we should start doing NCLEX questions, I guess, because we have more of a knowledge base than we did in nursing 1 and nursing 2. And I want to say about 2 weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I kind of went browsing through the NCLEX books to kind of see which one is going to be a good fit for me, because I know on Amazon some books you can get like a preview, like a flip through of the content, but it doesn't allow you to look at the whole book, basically, and you kind of need to really see what the content is in the book to really know what's going to help you study and what's going to help you pass the NCLEX. Now, there are so many books out there, and you're going to get advice from so many different people, so this advice is just coming from me and how I feel. And ooh, did my button just break on my blazer? Like, I just bought this blazer. Like, really? God, I'm so freaking fat. Anyway, fat girl problems. So I went through a couple of books, and I actually bumped into a girl who was currently in a 4-year program. She suggested a couple of books, so I ordered the book that I wanted, which is, it's a hefty one, this one right here, Saunders, and it's a comprehensive review. So basically, with not just their book, any comprehensive review book, you're gonna get content. So it's gonna kind of summarize whether it's, you know, whatever disorders, whatever chapter you're looking at, it's gonna give you a summary of, it's basically gonna do like the greatest hits almost of that system or area of nursing. And then at the end of each section or chapter, they have questions, and the book also comes with a CD, so it comes with additional questions, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. And so like recently we just finished OB, which is obstetrics, maternity, and so like I just want to show you how it's broken down. So that would be the unit, right? And then they give you terms. So terms that you should know, that you'll see very often, that's going to help you better understand maternity. And the this first chapter is female reproductive system. So it kind of let me see if I can get in. So it'll kind of, I know everything's like backwards on my video, so I apologize for that, but it'll give you an A&P review, and then you see these right here. It's like a triangle with a little swirl, and those are basically key points to focus on, possible topics that you will be tested on the NCLEX, which is pretty freaking awesome. And then on top of that, they also have these right here, and those are kind of not warning, but things you should really know. Like for example, here for the female reproductive system, there's different types of pelvic shapes, and what this bullet says is that the gynecoid pelvis is the most favorable for labor and delivery of a baby. And And it's really good because it has pictures. Can you see pictures? And it has boxes. And the boxes are kind of cool because they are kind of like the equivalent of tables and figures that you would have in a textbook. So like for this chapter, for example, they have the menstrual cycle, and they also cover fetal development. And like I said, at the end of each chapter, they give you practice questions, rationales for each, and then the additional CD, which I think is pretty awesome. Now, here's my thing. We were told in Nursing 1 not to get an NCLEX book yet because it would kind of be overwhelming. And while that may have been true, it's good to start off with an NCLEX review book because I feel like I could have benefited from having the Saunders book in Nursing 2, which is when in my program we start learning about illnesses. And the reason I say that is because, I mean, let's face it, nursing school, you're going to have a lot of reading to do, a lot of studying, and it's just kind of good to have a comprehensive review book where it summarizes what you covered that week. And maybe there's, the way they may explain it in the book may be easier for you to understand. And yeah, you know, I feel like you should purchase an NCLEX book from the get. I mean, don't like rely on it and study side by side with your textbook, but it's more like an additional reference, which I know a lot of nursing students are like, oh my god, all these additional books, I'm gonna freaking read till my eyes bleed, and it's a lot. But had I had this book for Nursing 2, I feel like it would have definitely helped me. And the reason being is that you want to get used to doing lots and lots of questions, and the only way to really know where you're going to stand prior to taking the NCLEX is doing a lot of questions. You can't just show up the day of the exam and assume you're going to do okay without prior studying, whether it's whether it's just with the, you know, just by doing textbook questions, because it doesn't work that way. Like, even me just using this review book is not going to be sufficient, I feel. I would like to take a class or buy additional books, and I've just learned that you need to have these additional resources. It's going to make things so much easier for you. And really, I feel like that's the best way to kind of test your knowledge on the material, is by answering questions. That's the only way you're going to know. And not only that, you'll be able to apply the knowledge so much more better. So much more better? So much better? I don't know. And another book I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if I've showed it to you in a previous video, is this one. Now, this is a Hogan book, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you nursing students have heard of Hogan and Lippincott and Saunders. And actually, Hogan, who's the author of this book and like a million other books, has a comprehensive review book. And you know, so if you kind of like the layout of how this book is, then you'll probably like the review book for that one. I wasn't too keen on it. I kind of did a side-by-side comparison of the Hogan versus Saunders, and I just like the layout of the Saunders a heck of a lot better. But it's not to say that it's a better book. I just personally like the layout a heck of a lot better. So I'm going to put the link down for the Saunders book, this one, and the Hogan book, the comprehensive one. And the reason why I really like this one, so for you nursing students who have med-surg, this is a good companion, because basically it'll give you a, you know, each chapter deals with kind of breaks it down by body systems. So like for example, in this book, chapter 3 has to do with vascular health problems. So if I can find something not too difficult. So like here, they're discussing, this is a book, this comes with a CD too. So here they're discussing thrombophlebitis. And what I like about this book is that it'll give you an overview of what thrombophlebitis is, the causes, the pathophysiology, so explaining what happens with this disease. It'll give you a nursing assessment, interventions, and that's including meds, diagnostic tests, what to look for, and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. And another book that I saw that was really good, but that I'm probably going to purchase more closer to graduation or after graduation, or actually prior to starting nursing for, is it's strictly a question and answer book. And the reason why is I just want more questions. And there was one in particular that I really liked. I think it was Lippincott. I saw the Saunders one too. They were both really good, so I'm going to put the links down below for those. But I know the girl that I bumped into in Barnes & Noble kind of told me, if you purchase Saunders, kind of just keep all the books Saunders, because the way that they kind of lay out their book is the same throughout. So if you it's Joshua, if you like the way that they lay out that book, then it's continuous, it's not like different. But I think the Lippincott and the Saunders question and answer book was about the same to me, like it looked the same. So I feel like either or, you'd be okay. And specifically the one that I looked at that I really liked was all about the new types of questions that they have on NCLEX, so the alternate format questions, which are like the hot topic questions, select all that apply, drag and drop, and those are like kind of toughies. I mean, NCLEX in general, I'm pretty sure is going to be difficult, but the more questions you do, I feel like the better you'll be. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm like really off with the filming and trying to come up with things to film about, but it's really important to get an NCLEX book. And
sorry, I need
the important thing to remember is not to overwhelm yourself. Don't read too much, because then it's just, number one, you're not going to have enough time, and number two, you don't want to completely burn and crash. That's no good either. So I'm going to put the links down below for all the books, and until next time, see you later. Bye.